Hello and welcome to Dark Souls, a deep dive into the dark. I'm Dustin and this is Lions Maw Gaming. Today, we're going to be rocking the Life Hunt Scythe, which is Priscilla's weapon, which I made in between episodes, so we'll be reading its description. Scythe born from the soul of Priscilla, this dark white crossbreed trapped inside the painted world of Ariamis. Even the gods feared Priscilla's Life Hunt ability, and in the hands of a mortal, its power will turn upon its wielder. In addition, we're wielding the Blood Shield, a Canvas Talisman, and the Velka set. We're also going to switch out our Silver Serpent Ring for... Let's go with the... Let's go with the Lingering. Oh, wait, I don't think the Lingering will work for that. Oh, yeah, we'll do this one. We're going to go with the Spellstone Plate Ring. Okay. So, with that figured out, we have a lot of things we got to do at the start of this episode. As you can see, I have 500,000 souls, so I did a lot of grinding for multiple reasons. Firstly, we're going to be heading over here to our good buddy Laurentius.
Oh, hello there. As always.
And we're going to be increasing the strength of our Pyromancy Flame. All the way. And with that, our Pyromancy Flame is now plus 15.
Goodbye, then. Come back if you find anything new.
We'll be using that. Additionally, we are going to head to Sen's Fortress. I'll meet you guys there. And back in Sen's Fortress, we can come back to this guy.
Still alive? Anything you want?
And we're going to purchase the remainders of the Katarina armor. And it only shows that we have the 3 pieces because the other one's put away.
There you go, another brave. But soon you shall see. Yes, the putrid fates we both share.
And on to our next stop. Back in Firelink Shrine, we're going to head back over towards the bridge. You'll note that the Life Hunt Scythe does deal bleed damage to oneself, which is why we are wielding the Blood Shield in addition, because it increases our bleed resistance. Gotta go kill Fireball guy before he, or Firebomb guy before he screws me over. But you'll note that it's a very capable weapon for sure. Additionally, if you're using this weapon, grant yourself as much endurance as you possibly can, as it increases your bleed resistance. But back over here,
Aye, Shemai, I suppose.
we're going to purchase the rest of the armor from this guy. All of it. Give me it all. There we are.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
And for our next step, we'll be going back down to Blighttown. And having traveled back to Blighttown, and you walk over this way towards the Great Hollow, you'll notice a friend. Wake up.
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Absolutely, man.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
Then we're given the shield.
Well, Our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
So, now that we've helped him, I need to stop myself from dying. And we're going to head back to the other side of the swamp for something else. And over here, next to Quelaag's domain, if you have a Pyromancy Flame plus 10 or higher, this character will appear.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon? Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
So, we get access to this character, Quelana. Now, she can do two things. She sells a bunch of pyromancies, all of which we'll be purchasing. Additionally, she can modify your pyromancy flame to make it into an ascended pyromancy flame. And then she can increase its strength. So we're going to go ahead and just boost this all the way up to its maximum of +5.
Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
And with that, we're all done down here in Blighttown for now. Meet you guys back at Firelink. Now back in Firelink, having obtained the Ascended Pyromancy Flame, you can approach Laurentius. Also, you can have Chaos Pyromancy as well. That will also work.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate her myself. I'm in your debt, once again. My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog. Goodbye then. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.
And with telling him yes to him asking where we got that pyromancy, he will depart for Blighttown. So the next time we load into Firelink, he should be gone. Let's go ahead and warp and see if that happens. By warping, we're going to head to Sunlight Altar to pick up another thing that we need to get around to. In the Sunlight Altar, we can approach over here. Find Solaire. No, I would like to speak.
Oh, hello there. I'm glad to see you alive. You have done well. Indeed you have. You've a strong arm, strong faith, and most importantly, a strong heart. I am in awe, really. Yes. What do you think? Why not join me as a warrior of the sun, righteous knights, guardians of all that is good, in the name of the Lord of Sunlight? Only if it would please you, of course. Well? Oh, magnificent. I knew you would fancy it. Then join the Covenant. Here, stay still for a moment.
And by joining this covenant, you gain access to Lightning Spear. You can also join the covenant by praying to the statue.
And there we are. Now, just say a prayer at the altar of sunlight, right there. Then you shall know the brilliance of our sun.
So in order to join this covenant, you need to have 25 faith. That's the initial requirement. However, if you are summoned as a white phantom to help another character or another player fight a boss, every single time you do that, your requirement is deducted by 5. So after one summoning, it's down to 20 faith, down to 15, down to 10, so on and so forth. Until you can just join. You gain access to Lightning Spear, which is a really cool miracle. But now I will meet you guys back in Firelink Shrine, where we'll go over everything we've gotten. Back in Firelink Shrine. Approaching over here, you'll note that Laurentius is gone. It appears he's departed for Blighttown. As for now, let's go over everything we've just obtained. Starting with our spells. If we scroll all the way down to the Pyromancies, we've got access to Great Fireball, Ultimate Fireball Pyromancy, hurl a giant fireball. Salaman, the Master Pyromancer, also called the Great Fireball after the spell. Oh, also called the Great Fireball after the spell. Believed Pyromancy was rooted in an adoration of fire. Those who acquire this spell usually agree. Firestorm. Primal Pyromancy taught by Quelana of Izalith. Erect fire pillars in the vicinity. The storm of flame is indiscriminate and incinerates all nearby life. Great Combustion. Pyromancy, which improves upon combustion. Create powerful giant flame in hand. Great Combustion creates a powerful flame, but many sorcerers mock the simplicity of the spell. Fire Whip. Primal Pyromancy taught by Quelana of Izalith. Sweet foes with Fire Whip. The root Pyromancy of combustion, but much more difficult to wield. Undead Rapport. Advanced Pyromancy of Quelana of Izalith. Charm undead and gain temporary allies. The living are lured by flame, and this relationship is part and parcel to the art of pyromancy. Can be used by either gender. That is all of our spells. Oh, except for Lightning Spear. Miracle passed down by those bound by the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant. Hurl Lightning Spear. Lightning Spears inflict rare lightning damage and are very effective against magic, fire, and most of all, dragons. We've also gained the Pierce Shield. Shield of certain Knights of Katarina, used in attacks with large protrusion in center. Can be used as a thrust weapon. And then we got a bunch of armor. Helm of the Wise. A strange helm from the ancient land of Zena, birthplace of the curious dealer Domnall. The two horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. The many metals are believed to symbolize glory. The gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. And the inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. Distinctively shaped helm worn by the Knights of Katarina. Outside Katarina, it is often ridiculed for its onion-like shape, infuriating the proud knights, but the masterfully forged curved design makes it very effective for parrying. We have the Golem Helm. Head of the Iron Golem, guardian of the ancient Sen's fortress, slayer of heroes who ventured forth to Anor Londo. Without its core, it is a mere hunk of iron, and can be equipped as a solid protective gear. But its immense weight hinders stamina recovery. helm of the Dragon Slayer Ornstein, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Ornstein is believed to be the captain of the Four Knights. His golden lion helm is imbued with the power of lightning and should provide good protection against it. And with that, we are ready to start this episode, having been all caught up. First things first, we're going to head back to Sen's Fortress once again. I'll see you guys there. Now that we're back in Sen's Fortress, we're going to try to take on these guys again. See if it goes any better for us. So far, not so much. One thing you need to watch carefully with this weapon is just your bleed buildup. Because if you hit yourself with bleed, you're going to lose half of your health. Oh my god. Ah! I'll meet you guys back here when I kill one of them. Killed one. Remember that spell Lightning Spear we just got? It's pretty good. And there's the Titanite catchpole. Heck yeah. Let's go over that real quick. Once I find it, I really need to clear out my inventory. Weapon of the Titanite Demon, a faceless stone monster born from a Titanite slab. One of the enchanted weapons, perhaps the residual power of the Titanite slab. Known for its leaping attack, which comes smashing down on foes from above. And I'm going to try to kill the other one. Let's see how that goes. As you can see, I have the blood blight, or the blood bite ring on. Ow. Shield, please. Uh-oh. Don't get shot. Wow, he overjumped me. There we go. Would you stop jumping away from me? I just want to kill you. No, no, no. Oh, thank the Lord. Holy shit. Oh, we beat him. We got our other Demon Titanite. From here, we are headed to Anor Londo. I'll see you guys there. And down in the Darkmoon Tomb, if you equipped the Darkmoon Seance ring that we got from the catacombs, the statue fades away to reveal an opening. And then you can remove the ring after that. And now we're going to throw our Spellstone plate ring back on. And if you approach down here, you'll notice a fog door. However, we are not going to be approaching that just yet.
This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self. Gwyndolin, and kneel before me. O disciple of the dark sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the dark moon. Very well. Now thou art a blade of the dark moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the dark sun.
And then if you give 10 souvenirs of reprisal, which I just so happen to have grinded up in between episodes, you get the Dark Moon Talisman and the Miracle Dark Moon Blade. So let's go over all of that, since we got quite a few things. First things first, the Blue Eye Orb. I think I went the wrong way again. Definitely did. Invade the world of a player in the Book of the Guilty. Subdue player to acquire Souvenir of Reprisal. These mystical orbs are granted to the Blades of the Dark Moon, knights who serve the Dark Sun Gwyndolin, so that they may serve the gods in meting out vengeance. Medium for casting Miracles of the Gods, granted to the Dark Moon Blade Knights, adherents to the Covenant of the Dark Sun Gwyndolin. This talisman demands dutiful faith from its owner, but has a very high miracle adjustment. Ring granted to those bound by the Dark Moon Blade Covenant. Answer Dark Sun Gwyndolin's summoning. Gwyndolin, all too aware of his repulsive, frail appearance, created the illusion of a Sister Guinevere, who helps him guard over Anor Londo. An unmasking of these deities would be tantamount to blasphemy. And finally, should go the other way. Dark Moon Blade. Miracle granted to those bound by the covenant to Gwyndolin, Lord Gwyn's lastborn. Boost right weapon with Rays of Dark Moon. The power of the Rays of Dark Moon are manifested in vengeance, and the deeper the animus, the more devastating the attack. So Dark Moon Blade is the strongest weapon modification spell possible if you are rank 3 in this covenant. To do that, you need to donate 80 souvenirs of reprisal total. Otherwise, it's still just relatively strong. So from here, we're then going to investigate something that Ring said. An illusory goddess. That's strange. Let's go put that to the test.
Thou that tarnisheth the Godmother's image, I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
And the light has faded from Anor Londo. The illusion is gone, revealing its dark truth. We walk through the empty halls. We notice that all the enemies are gone and have been replaced with new ones. Uh-oh. Missed that parry. These are believed to be Blades of the Dark Moon, here to mete out punishment for you, or to you, for destroying the image of Gwendolyn, or Guinevere, from Gwendolyn. Sending Anor Londo, I can't talk today, Anor Londo into chaos, revealing its true form. You note that even the Batwing demons were illusions. Luckily, the giant blacksmith is still here. And there's someone else waiting for us down below. The Firekeeper.
So it was you, was it? How dare you produce a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least that I can do.
Ow.
What you saw
Oh
in the
my
light
gosh.
of the dark moon shall haunt you forever.
And I'll meet you guys back there. Note that the enemies that you fought do not respawn. You'll note that she has relatively low health, though, and that jump attacks can't be parried.
But how? This man is a threat, Master Gwendolyn.
And you receive the Firekeeper Soul. I really gotta sort this stuff, too. Soul of the Dark Moon Nidus. Firekeeper of Anor Londo. A Firekeeper soul is a draw for humanity, and held within their bosoms, below just a thin layer of skin, are swarms of humanity that writhe and squirm. Her brass armor serves to disguise this ghastly form. And with defeating her, the fire up there has gone out. There's one final thing we have to do in Anor Londo. And that is to defeat the final of the gods left in Anor Londo. To purge this land of their kind, finally put an end to this facade. It's time we take on Dark Sun Gwendolyn.
Heretic. First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the Dark Sun, Gwyndolin. Let the atonement for thy felonies commenceth.
Now, Gwyndolin is a strange fight. He will teleport away anytime you get relatively close to him. He has this attack, which is just a big blue burst. These are seeking homing soul masses. They cannot travel through pillars, whereas the giant burst attack can. And this is his third attack. He will shoot a bunch of arrows at you. You can still attack him while he's trying to teleport, and that is your opening to deal damage. Oh, of course, Great Magic Barrier wore out. Right as I did that. As you can see, if you can get close enough, you're able to avoid the homing soul masses in general. Or, completely, I guess is the word I'm trying to say. And if you time your rolls really well, you can as well. And you'll see that Great Magic Barrier... Oh, damn it. I didn't shield in time. Greatly increases your magic resistance. Let's try that again. Additionally, if you are to die to that boss fight, you will be brought here, on the opposite side of Anor Londo. In which case, use a homeward bone. Never mind, I've lied to you. In which case, you have to find your way back around. In my case, I will be heading back to the Bonfire and Sense Fortress and warping back to the Darkmoon Tomb. See you guys back there. Let's attempt that once again.
Heretic.
The best advice I can give is to try to hug pillars as he shoots homing soul mass, run diagonally as he shoots arrows at you, and just generally avoid the big blast. Good thing I have Great Magic Barrier on. Of course it wore off. Bad time, bad time. Gwendolyn, if you could not, that would be phenomenal. Oh, you bastard. You're not getting away.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
And thus we've beat Gwendolyn. Soul of Darkmoon Gwendolyn, god of the dark sun, and guardian of deserted Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Use the soul of Gwyn's lastborn to acquire a huge amount of souls, or to create a unique weapon. Things of note for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn was a boy who was raised as a girl because the moon, he had like affinity for the moon, and the moon was equated to women. So he was raised as a girl. He does have breasts, which is odd, and you'll notice that his legs are that of snake legs or tentacles. He was kind of rejected by his father and lived out his life trying to live up to his father's goals and ideals. And here, he was guarding his tomb. Inside of the chest, we find Sunlight Blade. And the brass armor. Miracle wielded by Lord Gwyn's firstborn. Boost right weapon with rays of the sun. The power of sunlight, manifested as lightning, is very effective against dragons. When the eldest son was stripped of his deific status, he left this on his father's coffin, perhaps as a final farewell. So this tells us a few things. Gwyn did not exile his son. His son was exiled after Gwyn had already gone to the Kiln of the First Flames. Otherwise, there would not be a coffin for him. Additionally, this tells us that Gwyn's firstborn is more than likely the one that left the flowers here. And it gives us a bit of a timeline for when Gwyn himself went to the kiln. It seems that the gods have fled well after he had gone, rather than soon after. Seems like it had been hundreds, if not thousands of years afterwards. So Gwyn's been gone for a while. But with that, we're going to go ahead and level up. And that is going to be it for this time, guys. I know we didn't get a whole lot done, but there was a lot of stuff in between, and getting all of these loose ends tied up felt like a good point to call this one. So meet me back here next time as we continue forward on our journey. And until then, don't you dare go hollow.